All right, we're recording. Welcome, guys, to Team Call. We were just celebrating our recognizing each other and celebrating success and wins that we had from the last week, which has been so fun to hear what's going on in your businesses. We have a couple quick notes. Mixed Berry Energize launched today, which is amazing. I do recommend going ahead and getting your tub because we don't know. I mean, our track record with seasonal flavor Shakeology is that it sells out. So I would definitely recommend grabbing your mixed berries sooner versus later, and getting your people on it as well. I've heard it tastes like berry Skittles, so I'm pumped to try it myself. The second thing is we are running a free group next week. We're calling, oh crap, what's the name of it? We're calling it Quarantine Buster or something like that, where we're basically talking about emotional eating. It's a 5-day emotional eating boot camp. So we're going to be using some things from 2B Mindset in there. We're going to be doing some treat meal recipe swaps. I put all the information in the team page earlier tonight, so make sure you check that out. There's also Instagram story promo options for you to use. And then Jen put it in the team chat earlier, but they did announce that they're doing a virtual summit. More details to come on that, which is really exciting. If you've ever been to Summit, it is truly a life-changing experience for your business. So I'm looking forward to how they're going to recreate that virtually this year. It's a huge one. We won't be here in person, but if restrictions are lifted, we'll have a local crew during the summit time frame. So that's July 13th through 18th is that week. And then there is no team call next Monday. I am going to be scheduling a new coach kickoff call, but since it's Memorial Day, we will not have a team call as regular. So Maren is one of my friends. I met her, virtually met her through our 2 to 4 star chat with Kyle and Corporate. One of the amazing things about becoming a Star Diamond is that you get plugged into additional resources offered through Corporate. And one of them is this group chat. And Maren is always showing up in there with such value and knowledge. And I would honestly say a different viewpoint of the business than a lot of people that I have come in contact with in a really positive way. Like, she views things in a much more logistical, like income earning kind of perspective versus just recognition based, which is sometimes what is often taught. So I'm excited for you to hear from her because she's earned over $840,000. She's heading towards the Million Club she's in 3-star qual right now, right? And then 1 star for her husband. So, I mean, you don't have to be a 15-star diamond coach to make a lot of money in this business. So she's going to give us her tips and tricks, and just bring the heat tonight. Maren, will you tell us how your journey started, and then you take it away, girl?
Of course. I'm laughing that you said that I do everything logistically, because even when I do sneak peeks into coaching webinars, I really believe that it's important for you all to lean into, other leaders within this community. You can learn so much. And I appreciate, Rachel, you having me here and also reciprocating for my team, because you're an amazing leader. So I just love, like you said, it's a blessing. But when we do those sneak peeks, they always give me the money questions. They always give me the ones that no one wants to answer. I get that. But I promise I'm not a robot. I actually used to be, close to 30 pounds overweight. I have that transformation too. So I have been a coach for over 6 years. I was the girl who tried everything because I was an athlete. So I'm a professional golfer. My husband is as well. I was a D1 athlete. So I played Division I golf for 4 years. And then I was also a D1 head coach. I was the youngest D coach in the country. And I did that for 8 years. And so being an athlete, I was used to being very regimented and having my trainers, this is when you're working out, this is when you're traveling. I was a golfer, so I was walking 6 miles with a, 20-pound bag on my back. I was pretty fit. But I also have a history of thyroid disease. So what happened was my thyroid, which I'm sure there's at least one, if not 2 of you, 3 of you on the call that have had thyroid problems. So I actually had both a hyper when I was in college, and then because I'm a Gemini, so I guess my thyroid wanted to be a Gemini, it flipped the script and it became a hypothyroid post-college. So then came the weight gain, then came the losing of the hair, then came the terrible stomach issues, then came being very tired, lethargic. So I know you know the story. My family has thyroid issues, but it came on very early. And I actually had a full thyroidectomy 10 years ago. Now, here's the thing. Everyone thinks, oh, just get your thyroid removed. You'll lose all the weight. Yeah, that's not how it works, homie. It actually comes with nutrition and working out. It's not taking a simple pill. And if anything, if I knew now what I knew then, I probably wouldn't have gotten the surgery, right? Now, I was a different case because my family's history is severe with it. But with that being said, I probably would have gone to other methods first. Simply nutrition. So what happened was my husband and I, God bless him, he was dealing with my craziness because your hormones go crazy with your thyroid, and we still got engaged. And we've been together for 14 years. So we got engaged and we took those photos. Those engagement photos are so excited. And I didn't recognize the person in the photo. There's actually one of the photos that I strategically cropped that I almost wish I didn't, because now I'm like, oh, I need that for a transformation photo, is him behind me, and it looks like it's a maternity shoot. And I was like, oh no. Now I'm from New York. I live in Florida half the year, but I live in New York. I'm born and raised in New York. So that might come out on this call. I don't know if anyone else is from the Northeast, but I was like, I am not spending that kind of money on my photos for a New York wedding and looking like I don't know what. And so I reached out to a mutual friend of mine, and I was like, well, what the hell? Might as well try something else, right? And my life changed. Shakeology changed my life. Period. End of story. That's why I became a coach. So I was like, shoot, if I can save money on this, and I did not go into this to grow a business. I simply wanted to save money. My first customer was my mom when the 21 Day Fix came out, back when we had DVDs. So if you're new to the scene, don't be complaining about $50 challenge pack, $160. I paid that for friggin' Turbo Fire and a bag of shakes. And then I had to pay another $160 for a bag of shakes and DVDs for a 21 Day Fix. And then 4 months later, 21 Day Fix Extreme. Okay, so I do not want to hear it when people complain to me about that. So that's where it really started. I have always been on social media. I always laugh that my college was like one of the first ones that Zuckerberg, let out there, like the .edu addresses. So our college was one of the first. So I have been on Facebook for a very long time, and I've always been very vocal on there. And I did what most of you probably do now, and that's what you share. But I didn't know I was sharing, right? So I'm going to actually share my screen with you so you can kind of hear my things. And you're going to be like, oh, but Maren, tell us all the secrets. And I'm going to be like, yeah, well, guess what? They're going to be right in front of you. So here's the deal. What you need to know as I go through all of this is, like Rachel said, you don't have to have 50 million stars next to your name to become successful. You literally need to help 5 rock stars. And then you teach those 5 rock stars how to duplicate what you did. And they duplicate it, and they duplicate it, and they duplicate it. And so the reason why my rank is what it is because I have 2 diamonds underneath my husband. I have my second business center is a diamond. I have another rock star who's a 4-time elite coach on my other leg who I helped develop. So just understand that one of the most important things that you need to learn about this business is you need to learn how to use the comp plan, and you need to learn how to use it to your advantage. Okay. So I consider myself a leader of leaders. We did become a 2020 Premier team, and that's really cool, and it sets new benchmarks for you, and it makes you want to grow, because wherever you're at, that becomes your new norm. So you got to level up and make that your new norm. Making multi-6 figures for me, guys, that's my new norm. So even if this disappeared tomorrow, I would find a way to do it in some other industry, right? Don't settle. What I teach my team is you are not here to be average. You're here to be great. You all have potential in you, and you just have to tap into it and believe in yourself. So There is no secret sauce except 4 vital behaviors. It's what I've built my entire business on. It's what I continue to do. And I am the queen of consistency. My transformation photos have not changed in years. Now, yeah, like, to be real with you, they changed when I did 80-day obsession, just because I went back to being that athlete and doing hard ass programs again. Like, I love the 21-day fix, but like, your girl loves her some Amala. Okay. I am geeking out for muscle burns fat. So that kind of functional fitness is innate in me. But for the most part, you look at my photos, I can't give you like, oh, I did 10 rounds. Look at my transformation. I don't have that anymore. I got to go back to that scary ass photo when I first started, which, by the way, I didn't even have microbladed eyebrows. So it looks really scary because she's like, girl, where are your eyebrows? Besides, so I'm really glad that like I didn't, because it kind of takes away from my physique, if I'm being real with you. So be a product of the product. Okay. You are a walking billboard. Now, why is that important? Lululemon ain't paying you to wear their leggings and talk about them. Chipotle is not paying you to tell everyone how great their bowls and burritos are, but Beachbody actually pays you. Okay, income disclaimer. Everyone's based on his or her own effort, okay, and diligent skill. Let's just get that out of the way. But you are a walking billboard for them, and you can actually make money from it. How freaking nuts is that? Okay. And look, people are going to be really skeptical of it. We all have heard it. Oh, pyramid scheme, network marketing, multi-level marketing, blah, blah, blah. It is your job to show them that this ish works. I will try to keep this PG-13, but it is your job to teach them that this works. So you need to be consistently working on yourself and getting people results. Now, if you are like me and you're at your goal weight or whatever it is, you know, your goal physique, etc., I need you to flip it, and I need you to come up with certain ways to challenge yourself. So this past summer, Morning Meltdown 100, I have never, ever done 100 days in a row of working out. Ever. Never done it before. And when I tell you, like, did I move certain days around? Yeah, but I did 100 days in a row. I didn't put 2 in a day. I didn't skip every other day. I wanted to challenge myself in a new way. Now, don't kid yourself. There were a couple of days I did it hungover. Bless up for the freaking yoga flows. I praise you on that, Jericho. There were times where I did it at 10 o'clock at night, which that's really hard to fall asleep when your endorphins are going. And like, I'm crazy as it is. So my husband, you know, would be like, can you please close your eyes? Like, your eyelashes are hitting the pillow. But I did it 100 days in a row. If you've never pushed yourself with nutrition and done the 3-day refresh, do it. One of my goals for 2020 is to do the ultimate reset. I've never done the ultimate reset. So you got to do different. If you've never done time nutrition, try time nutrition. Okay. If you've never done 30 days without alcohol, do that, right? So you got to come up with different ways to challenge yourself aside from the fitness. Okay. The other thing is, I truly believe that you have to be very knowledgeable about our products. I'm not saying you need to know what the hell ashwagandha does. Nobody, I don't even know. I don't know. Reishi mushroom. I don't know. But I need you to be confident with your favorite products. And you got to know like 1 or 2 things. And it's usually buzzwords, right? So right away, I say to people, look, no artificial dyes, sweeteners, flavors. We are soy free. Every single product of ours is dairy free. So we are vegan friendly. We are 100% plant-based. We are sponsored by Informed Sport, which for me as an athlete, I always lead with, right? Because that's really important to me that all of our performance line products are cleared by them, you know, and especially, you know, being a former NCAA coach, I want to make sure everyone stays in compliance. You see how I rattled those off to you? It's easy. Don't get caught in your head. Go on Shakeology.com, pick up a few buzzwords, right? That's what you can put in your stories. That's what you can put in your posts. And I really recommend pulling it from there to kind of protect yourself too, because we can't go out legally and say, oh, it cured my IBS, right? But that's a story for another time because the government doesn't want you to heal your body with nutrition. They want pharma. Just saying. But protect your little booties and just learn these buzzwords. And if you don't know, you don't have to tell them right now. Guess what? The cell phone can be put down and Linda can get a response from you after you've checked in with Rachel and be like, yo, Rach, can you tell me, is it gluten-free? Is it dairy? You know, whatever it is, always check in. They don't need to have an answer right away. Okay? But do your homework and find your buzzwords. Make sense? So I want you to commit to a program, full and full. I want you to commit to nutrition. I want you to commit to learning what it is because you're going to feel more confident, A, about what you're putting in your body, and then people will feel it when you're talking to them. Okay. Next. Oh no, you didn't want me to put this slide up, did you? Yeah, you gotta invite people. Ooh. Now listen, this is the one, y'all, you rock a recognition vital, you rock product of the product, this one, you scared this one. But guess what? You shouldn't be. It is your job to tell people about this community, to tell people about this opportunity. It is actually selfish of you to keep it to yourself. It is. And I know every freaking one of you has been to a wedding. So don't tell me you don't know 100 people, 200 people, because I know you do. And if you're from New York, you damn well know over 200 people because our weddings are huge up there in the Northeast, in New Jersey and Connecticut, okay? So I know you know people. Are they all going to say yes right now? Hell no. No. I mean, let's be real. They're just not. But I need you to remember, that's a reflection on them, not you. The stranger you met on Instagram who is nasty to you, that's a reflection on her, not you. Your in-law who doesn't support you for your entire career, that's a reflection on them, not you. And I need you to know the reason why is because they failed before. So they're scared. And the other thing is, ooh, here's a good one. You better write this down. Every day you show up, you are a reminder of the things they haven't done. And that pisses them off. So they may say no to you just out of freaking spite. Because they're looking at you being like, ugh, if I had only done that. If I had only pushed play. If I had only said yes. But that's why you have to keep inviting them and showing them that the door is always open. Now, here's the thing. I do believe we need to show up on social media, be in your stories every single day. I don't personally post every day. And a lot of that for me is when I write a post, I feel like I'm writing like War and Peace. Like I just feel like this is a very like long, heartfelt thing. So you know, when you get on Power Hours and they're like, just take 10 minutes to put up a post. I'm like, listen, sister, it does not take me 10 minutes. It takes me 40. So we're going to save this part of the Power Hour for after the Power Hour. I can't do that. But stories, they're easy. Stories, you show up, and I need you to show up all the time because you have to remember this is your job. And let's use Energize for example, okay? Energize, some of y'all drink it like 2-3 times a day, let's be real. But like, you're doing it every day. But with that being said, Brenda, who shows up on social media, you know, maybe she peeps your stories like 4 times a week and you didn't show it for 3 out of the 4, that doesn't show consistency, right? But if she sees that you drank it 4 out of 4, now all of a sudden Brenda's coming and be like, yo, what's that yellow stuff? What's that pink stuff you always drink? Okay. I know it seems redundant to show your shake, to show your freaking workout, I get it, but that's what makes people trust you. Because if you can't even show up every day for yourself, how are you going to show up for them? You got to remember that. Now, no one is Kim Kardashian. I don't care. You can take the top coaches in this freaking network. Guess what? Do they get people doing their swipe up? Do they get people, messaging them? Yeah, once in a while. But you can bet your ass that Ashley Molsted, maybe not her assistants maybe, okay? They go in the DMs. They go in the DMs. You have to go in the DMs. And let me tell you, it is not your responsibility to make the decision whether someone needs this or not. So I don't want you being like, oh, yeah, Erica, I only started following her like 4 days ago. Yo, if Erica's looking at all your damn stories, you invite Erica, okay? And you literally can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Now, when you invite them, I will give, this is a little secret, okay? Here's a little secret that if you watched the National Wake Up Call, you definitely pulled in. Don't say, would you be interested? Would you be interested? Sounds like I'm trying to sell you a car. I'm trying to get you to buy a house, okay? You say, would it be okay? Would it be cool if I sent you info? Because no one wants to be the loser that's like, no, that wouldn't be cool. Okay? You will get more responses from people if you're saying, would it be okay? Would it be cool? Would you mind? Things like that. Okay? But I don't want you getting so hung up about when or how long ago that you invited this person, or, oh, last time she ghosted me. No, life happens, man. I can't tell you, all the time, I will pick up my phone. I'm literally in the middle of answering something with my success partner before we got on this call, and I open the message. Now, Jessie knows me, so she knows not to take offense, but like, if she was maybe inviting me, she would think, oh no, she looked at my message and she didn't answer me. No, I got busy. I had shit to do, and I'm impulsive. So sorry, it went R-rated. I looked at it, and it says that I looked at it, but I wasn't meaning ill intent. That's just happening, right? So the important thing is when you are inviting, I need you guys to have systems. I need you to have, look, the word script gets hated on, but how many freaking ways can you invite to a boot camp? Let's be real. I mean, so you rename it every month? I mean, come on, it's the same shit. So have that in your Ditto app, which I hope all y'all have that app. And I want you to have a system of how you invite people. Why is this also important? Because as you grow and you start outsourcing your work to assistants, it's the same system. It's your same voice. It's just that, Tanya, your assistant's sending it out. So I have a system. When I invite you, it's the same script. As soon as you say, yeah, sure, I send the same thing. I say, woo. Literally, that's why I go, woo, awesome. What's your email? I'll send you the details. Capture their email. That is the most important thing you can do. I want that before you feel found with any of them, before you talk about price, before anything, capture their email. Because if you guys don't have an email that's going out every single week, shame on you. Does it have to be fancy? No. Do you have to be a master at MailChimp or ConvertKit or Flowdesk or whatever the hell you use? No, but you need to have something going out to your people. And what I mean by that is because with person that you invite that doesn't know you, it's going to take 40 touch points for them to trust you. Now think of it this way. Sarah, who you just met, yeah, you can engage with her a lot. But let's be real, people get lost on Instagram. I don't care how many freaking collections you make, people get lost in that shit, okay? Collections and I are not friends right now. But if I have her email, I know I send out 2 emails a week. That's 8 touch points per month. I am touching Sarah. I am speeding up my trust process with her a lot faster. So this is not included in my slide, but on Tuesdays, it's usually, and I repurpose content. No one's trying to reinvent the wheel here. I will take a post from Instagram that I did. Let's be real, my assistant does this because I'm not the best with graphics, but make something pretty on Canva and you can put that in your emails, okay? She puts that up, and on the next page, it's a challenger shout out, showing someone's results. It's not the same every week, but to give you an idea, it'll be like a Shakeology recipe, a Trader Joe's find, a mindset, 5 mindset tips. And guess where the content usually comes from? Hello, the Beachbody blog. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be Martha Stewart and like come up with all these different ideas. Repurpose content. My Friday email is motivation. It is just me being in there, like motivating people. Maybe it's something I read in my personal development. Whatever it is, I'm expanding upon it and I'm providing value to them. Because that way, it doesn't seem like every single time I'm messaging Sarah, it's, hey, you want to join my boot camp? She's gotten tons of free content from me over the time, okay? And I need you to remember, you are in sales. You are. Don't deny it. And any coach that tells you, you're just sharing. Okay, yeah, you are. But ultimately, you are selling people on a lifestyle. That's what you're doing. And to be real with you, what we do is very hard. This isn't like selling Tupperware that, you can't find the freaking lids half the time. This isn't selling leggings. This isn't selling shit. This isn't even selling skincare, right? You're selling a lifestyle change. So that's why I need you to understand, yeah, it is going to be harder to get people to say yes to you. But when they do, how freaking rewarding is it when you get that message that says, because of you, I don't have to change in the dark in front of my spouse anymore. Because of you, I fit into those jeans that I couldn't fit into before I had my, even before I had my baby, right? Because of you, I was able to get pregnant because I am living better. And I'm putting the right nutrition. And because of you, I'm off this medication. Because of you, my depression. Because of you, I. So while you may not sell all the freaking, skin rollers and all this, whatever the hell they sell, okay, like that, just remember, you're changing lives. They're not. That's a hell of a lot more rewarding. So make social media your job, your business. You show up every day, but you have to get into the DMs with people. And I will tell you this till I'm blue in the face. What gets tracked and measured gets improved. So I don't want you just showing up on Monday being like, oh, invite. Oh, I don't know how many I did. I want you to know, okay, my goal for the week is inviting 100 people, and track it. Because you don't know, and I'm going to be very straight with you. Some people are much better at sales than you. They're much better than me. I do not hit big Success Club numbers. I don't. Like 40 is like, whoa. Okay? I don't. But what I do with what I have is very strong. You follow what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in all of these numbers, but I just need you to know, if you have certain goals, I need you to track how many it is, because you don't know what it's going to take to level up. So if right now you're inviting 100 people, in a month, and you're only hitting Success Club 6, yeah, I said only. I don't do minimums on my team. Sorry, not sorry. Every new coach is told Success Club 10. That's Success Club 6 bullshit? No. Sorry, that's 3 freaking people. You probably live with more than 3 people than that. So no. So I need to know if, 100 invites per month gets you Success Club 6. You want to double that? Well, then we need to know that we got to send out 200. How many does 200 bring you? How many does 300 invites? How many, 50 follow-ups? What does that give you? Okay. So you got to track this stuff. I really believe wholeheartedly it. So when you go and you invite, make sure you're keeping track of those numbers so you can improve. I mean, you might not be a workaholic, but I always work like literally someone's going to take it away from me. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. 10% of people in this business are successful. Want to know why? Because the other 90% didn't make use of the tools like the other 10% did. Everyone has the same tools. Everyone has the same resources. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. What do you do with your action? Because I got to be real with you. You look at that top 10 that we have. I think it's pretty badass that there's a girl who's like only 23, that there's a chick who is tattooed and bowed up, right? So like there's the blondes, everyone. This business is not discriminate, but you got to work your tail off like anything. I mean, this isn't lotto. Oh, here's my favorite. No joke. Personal development will change your life. Okay? I'm going to teach you what I do every single day. Okay? I do listen because I literally like work 24 hours a day. I will have Audible on when I'm in the shower because I'm a nutso. But I have books. Like, I mean, I did recently clean out my desk, but I have like 3 right next to me, like right now, like everything. Okay? But I know a lot of you might not be feeling the personal development game, or like, oh, I do it once in a while, you know? You need to do it every day. And the reason why you're not loving it or seeing the effects of it, you might be one of these people, it's because you're reading the wrong thing. Look, I love Rachel Hollis just as much as the next person, but if that's not what you need in this season, that's not what you read, sis. If you are trying to build a team, you know, okay, girl wash your face is kind of cute, but you're kind of past that. You need to be reading 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. If right now, say you're a Christian and you're a believer and the enemy's getting in your head and you're not believing yourself, then you need to be reading Jenny Allen. Oh, here it is. I told you they're everywhere. Get out of your head. If you don't believe that you are deserving of money, or you're feeling stuck, you need to be reading You're a Badass at Reading Money by Jen Sincero. You need to be reading whatever hole or whatever gap you have in your life right now. That is very important because I see it all the time on team calls, national wake-up calls, or if we get a speaker, right, for like summit or something like that, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to read the book. You know, or we get home from summit, oh my God, Brendon Burchard. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that book, but like, if you're not ready for that, then don't do that. Like, you got to be in that season that you're reading. The other thing is, like I was telling you about your measuring like your invites, you got to do your goals. And I need you to set goals that scare the shit out of you. So I got off a one-on-one call with a girl who's in like coach purgatory right now. She can't sign up till the end of June. But I've been mentoring her like she's a coach. She comes on team calls. She's in my team page. She's showing up on social media. Why? Because I'm making use of the 6 months that she has to wait. I'm not waiting to start with her on day 1 at the end of June. She's been doing this shit for 6 months. And I told her today, I said, okay, you're going to be Emerald on your first day. You're going to hit Success Club, because she can't sign up literally till like June 27th. I said, it's okay. You're still going to be a Success starter. You're going to hit Success Club in June. You'll be Emerald overnight. You'll be Diamond in a week. We mapped it all out for her. We know who she's going to have, her family. She's like, okay, what are my end of the, she's a high performer. That's my jam. I'm like the Michael Jordan of this. I'm like, okay, what do we do? So I said, listen, she's like, what do I need to do to get to leadership? I said, you have to be 1-star. I said, but we're going to set it for 2-star by the end of the year. Homegirl's signing up at the end of June, and I'm making it 2-star. Why? Because if I told her 1-star, what the hell is she going to do? Oh, she's going to be Diamond for the whole damn year. You have to set it higher. You have to set it so it scares the crap out of you. If right now you're hitting SC10, your goal, you say to yourself, I'm going to hit SC20. Why? Because that becomes your new benchmark. That becomes your new level. Okay? That is super important. And why is that important when it comes to affirmations? So every day I want you writing down your goals so you can see them, say them out loud. I have a whiteboard right in front of me where I track my elite points, I track my goal. Same thing. Like, I catch myself. My corporate mentor, Kyle, was like, so what's your goal by the end of the year? And like now I do have a one-on-one mentor. I work with Josh Coates on one of his one-on-ones. But when I got on Kyle, I was like, oh, I want to be a 5-star elite. And then I was on with Josh today and he's like, what did you just say? And I remembered and I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, I want to be a 10-star 2021 elite coach. He's like, that's what I thought. Because if I say 5-star, it ain't happening. It'll be like 3, 4. So please set it high. Now, affirmations. Okay. Affirmations, you're going to sound really silly at first if you don't do this, but I promise you, it will change your life. It's somewhere over there. I have a notebook where I literally write down the same ones every day. Because for the most part, it's what I know that I need help with. But you don't say stuff like, you've probably heard this before, where people will say like, put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror. I am a 15-star diamond. No, sis, you're not. Okay. You're not a 15-star diamond. Stop fooling yourself. This isn't the secret. You can't manifest that shit. Okay. You gotta do it differently and you have to attach it to an action. So I will throw some out at you. And if you want, I can even help you craft your own, but I'm a workaholic. It's just who I am. I guess it's just like that individual sport competitive nature. It's just, I have to be the best. I have a hard time putting the phone down. So I had to create an affirmation for it. So my affirmation is because, right? Action, because of what because I reap what I sow, I am trusting God that the work that I put in today is enough. Because I am my authentic self on social media, I am a magnet attracting people to know, like, trust, and join my team. Because I model leadership qualities and lead from the front, I am building a team of leaders. Because I practice the 4 vital behaviors every single day, I am at peace knowing my business is a compound effect of growth. Because what I actually do, the result I want to have. I don't lie to myself. I'm actually assuring myself and affirming to myself that I am actually doing the things. Because I have such a strong work ethic and passion for helping others see their potential, I have the ability to turn this business into a 15-star business. I'm not a 15-star diamond, but I damn well have the actions to become one. So I want you to start doing that. And you notice how I'm able to spit that at you right now? At first I didn't. I would literally have to look at like, what did I say yesterday? You know, I can say them out loud now. And why is that important? Is because when I get a hater or I get some asshole in my DMs or when someone's nasty to me or creating a YouTube video about me, yeah, it's happened. I go into my book, I look at it, and I say that to myself and I get myself back on track so that I'm not in my own damn head. And does it bother me maybe for a day? Sure, but I wake up and I'm fresh. So I need you to do personal development. I need you to do affirmations. And personal development is really going to help you with your posts. You know, like you can take something that maybe you learn, like that Rachel Hollis went through that you can relate to your life, what you went through this week, you know, things like that. I think that it helps you on so many levels. Okay, recognition. This is like a new one. If you're an OG Beachbody coach, you know, they love to recognize, like I told you, all the star diamonds and this, that, and the other thing. But if you're new, you're probably like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't have a gazillion customers. Okay, this is where collections is huge for you. I want you all to make a collection on Instagram, so it's easy for you to pull from. The coaches on your team, your challengers, things like that. Now, that's going to help you twofold. One, it's great when you got to go in and like engage and make sure you're loving on your peeps. But also when you're feeling stuck, I told you got to show social proof every single day in your stories that people are enjoying the group, that people are getting results, that they're happy. Okay. Now here's my little cheat sheet. So I will go into, say, Jenna, my best friend Jenna, she's a coach on my team, has an amazing transformation. I will go into her page. I will screenshot her photo. I will put that on my IG story. But I don't sit there, because remember, over analyzing Annie over here, and try to come up with something. I just go to her ad copy, her text, and I copy her words and I put it in quotes. Why is that important? Twofold. One, I'm recognizing her. She can reshare it. That's bringing eyes onto her stuff without having her look like being braggadocious. Okay. Two, it's her own words. So the psyche of it is that people who are watching it aren't thinking, oh, well, Maren's saying that. Maren's formulating her thoughts and her feelings. No, Jenna said that. It says I. Well, people know it's not me. So they know she's saying it. That is super important. I show a transformation or something of my group or people shouting me out or whatever every effing day. Because you're important. I need you to know that. The products we sell, they're great. They're not buying that shit. They're buying you. They want to work with you. They can go on Google Beachbody On Demand and sign up with anyone, but they're following you for a reason. They want to sign up with you. So make sure you're showing them how credible you are. Show them the community. Show them whoever you're working with, okay? And it doesn't always have to be weight loss. Like today, Lindsay was shouting me out for like getting her plugged into the community and making sure that, I help her with mentorship, whatever it was. Celebrate every first challenge pack sold, create some kind of graphic for them on Canva, like, yay, go Susan. Susan saved, is helping her first life. Celebrate their first coach they signed up. It's a little hard right now with blog groups, but once we can track their attendance and their workouts and Shakeology, you're going to celebrate that. Okay? Financial successes. Look, a lot of you, I get it that we look at someone like me. I mean, I'm little compared to like a Michael Folsom or Lindsay Matway, my grandma, she's my grandma, with their financial success. But let me explain to you, that's a double-edged sword. I can talk to you guys about that and it can motivate you and actually show you what's good and like out there and there's no lid, and that inspires you. But the people on the outside, it's not relatable. You know what's relatable? Being able to pay for your groceries, being able to treat yourself to a massage, twice a month, being able to get rid of your student loan debt. That's relatable. There reaches a point where lifestyle doesn't become relatable. So, yeah, more money, more problems. I get it. But at the same time, take advantage and don't look at that as a weakness. That is a strength. It's a strength that I don't have anymore. Because people, they're like, but it's a season, right? Now I'm in a different season where I'm saying, well, this is the reason why you need to work with me, because I'm going to teach you what I did. You follow what I'm saying? But 6 years ago when I started, guess what? I was working 3 jobs. And I tap into those stories because I need people to know where I came from. Never forget where you came from. I worked 3 jobs. I was in grad school. I was constantly working. My husband and I lived in free housing, dorm housing. You know how freaking demoralizing that is to be like 25 years old going into freaking showers with flip-flops on like you're in college? It's awful, okay, with caddies and stuff like that, okay? But I tap into that with my stories. But please don't ever think that what you've achieved isn't enough, because it is important. Because we all started somewhere, and you got to show people, hey, this is what you can do. You can take less pressure off of your family. You can contribute. You can have something of your own. You guys already do this, which I love. You do the wins of the week on your team calls. So like, yay, go Rachel. And I also believe in gifts to your coaches and challengers. Listen, want to know how I've earned so much? Because I'm a badass at putting that product in their mouth and putting blood in the shark's mouth. That's what I do. You sign up with me as a new challenger, I give you a beach bar, I give you a sample of Energize, and I give you a sample of Shakeology that you didn't order. Comes and I own a Cricut because I was sick and tired of paying those Etsy chicks because they are. So anyway, I got my own damn Cricut, and I was like, I'll show you. And then I'm sitting there like trying to weed it, and I'm like, damn it, this is why they charge so much. But anyway, that's what I do. I send them a little care package, especially right now because of all the situations we're running into with like COVID. They're actually going to get that stuff before they get their own package. So I really can't stress that enough. And as you start to grow your business and you're like, keeping your mom's account active and your cat's account active and whatever, like you're gonna have a ton of product on hand. You might as well show people what we're about. Now, I do upsell a lot to my challengers. Why? Oh, right, because they see me doing these products every day. And I will say to them, hey, girlfriend, you can totally take it out of your cart, but I put in a tub of Energize because I literally can't work out without it. Hey, girlfriend, listen, this is my go-to snack in between lessons. Just thought you want to try it out. You can totally take it out if you're not comfortable. Most of the time they don't. On all of my forms, I have different package options for them on my Google form. And then at the bottom, would you like to add any of these things on? Click, 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 click. Okay, cool. And Beachbody now does it for you at the end when they ask them and they give them those deals. And I will put that in my email when you create your share cart. I'll say, hey, sometimes I play dumb. Oh my gosh, sometimes they offer these deals and you should totally take advantage of them if you get them. But it's true though. Sometimes they put stuff in there and then other times I'm like, where the hell to go? Like, where'd my hydrate go? I like my hydrate for, 30% off or whatever they do, right? So these are my bonus tips. Write down your small wins every single day. Why? Because when it's hard, you have a list to go back to. Maybe that girl that you've been inviting for the last 7 times and who's ghosted you, she finally answered and said she wanted more info. That's a win. You got to write these wins down. And if you want to take it a step further, make this like your homework assignment maybe when you get off this call, because I do believe when you get off a call, whether you have a guest speaker or not, you need to take the information that you learn and do something with it right away. Because otherwise you just sat here for a freaking hour and didn't do shit. So that's a waste. So do something with it, okay? And then I'm not saying you have to do everything tonight, but write down what you're going to start implementing tomorrow. And do one thing. Write down your small wins. But the one thing I need you to have in your notebook and on your whiteboard that's right in front of you is I need you to write down 10 things that Beachbody has done for you. It could be a weight loss thing. It could be a financial thing. It could be that you met your best friend. It could be that you feel like you have purpose, whatever it is. And I need you to do that somewhere where you're going to see it every single day, because guys, I've been doing this for over 6 years. And sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? I've cried. I've gotten frustrated. People have let me down. It's hard. But think about anything in your life. Maybe it's the person you're with, right? You probably had ups and downs with them to get to where you are. Maybe it's your kids. They're a pain in the ass, but you love them. They're worth it, right? There's hard days. So you just have to understand that this is going to be hard, and not everyone can do what you do. They can't. When people go on social media, like, everyone can be a Beachbody coach. I'm like, no, they can't, sis. They can't. Now, it doesn't discriminate on your race, your creed, your sexuality, your political beliefs, your financial background. It does not discriminate on that. Okay? But what it does need is a work ethic. And it also needs empathy. If you look at someone like they're a number, they're going to feel like they're a number, and they will not sign up with you. You will not get them results. Feel, felt, found. Talk to them. Why do they need this? Why do they need to work with you? Because everyone's different. Put your blinders on. I do not follow coaches. Don't. Even my own team, I mute their ass. I don't care. I love them, but I mute them because, oh my gosh, Haley just has the prettiest graphics. Oh, let me go in Canva and dink around for 2 hours and waste time instead of inviting, trying to duplicate, Haley's Canva. Do you really think those damn IG stories really make a difference? They don't. Lindsay Matway's my grandma. Lindsay Matway didn't have pretty IG stories when she made her millions, homie. You know what she did? She went in the DMs. And she put some posts on Facebook a little bit, but she talked to people. Do not get consumed by that because, like I told you, everyone can look different in this business and everyone does different things. Some people cast a wide net and they don't really care who comes in. They may have a mahi-mahi rock star, but they may have some like nasty ass squid coming in their net too. Like, who is this person? They don't care. It's a sale. They're done, whatever. You know who these coaches are. They recruit freaking 2,000 coaches and like have, 40 diamonds. You know who they are. But that's their business and that's okay. And then there's other people who have lower success club numbers who are equally as successful, but they're more selective so they know what's coming into their net. But you just have to understand they're both working hard, they're just working in different ways. So I don't want you getting caught up in the national wake-up call. Don't get caught up in that because I'm telling you, if there are 4 calls a month, all 4 of them are going to say 4 different things. And they're going to be like complete opposite of like what everyone's saying. Like Rachel and I were on a hot seat call the other day. I swear, they literally said it was apples and oranges. It was like, one was like, well, I create groups and I do trainings. And then the other one's like, yeah, I just work with people one-on-one. And it's like, what? But you got to figure out what works for you. And you're never going to do that if you're constantly looking at other people. So stay in your lane and you got to be authentic to you because they need to sign up with you. What you see with me, my email always does this. Don't mind my Silver Oak, wine club that's coming up over here, okay? Leave your judgments to yourself. Where'd it go? There it is. Jeez, very uncomfortable. I'm just kidding. I'm a wino. I don't hate it. I just need you to put your blinders on. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. You know this. Treat social media like it's your business because it is one. Do those 4 vitals. Then you can go follow whoever you want on TikTok and listen to the same, songs, okay? Whatever. But you got to do your business first because it is your business. Get in, get out. The biggest thing I hear from people is like, oh my God, it takes so much time. No, it's because you dink around doing the wrong things. You fall down rabbit holes. So you know what you have to do because you're measuring it. Get that done and out of the way. Then reward yourself by, falling into cat memes all day. I don't really care. But if you did your business, great. Get in, get out, and it will make you not resent social media. Because right now, part of you gets pissed because you're tired, you're drained, you're reading all day, you're trying to engage with all these people. What are your income producing activities? Inviting. Hello, invite and conversing with people. Engagement. So do that, get it out of the way, and then do whatever the hell you want. Okay, this is my biggest one. And this is what was a game changer for me at the end of last year. I don't know what your breakdown is of like what your teams are like or how many coaches you have. But you got to lead from the front and you cannot lean on your personally sponsored coaches. They are not meant to cheer you on. They are not here to lift you up. You need to align yourself with people who are where you're at and also where you're going. You need to be doing what Rachel and I are doing. We're helping one another. We're at the same, we're in the same group, right? So like we know, all right, we work with the same people, right? And we get plugged into those calls, right? Where we're learning from people who are more advanced than us, right? So your team they're not supposed to be the ones that you're like, I'm at SC10, what about you? No, that intimidates them. That's not their job to be like, yay, go you. No, I'm not saying you don't put yourself on Success Club board, but you need to find someone else to get on Zoom calls with you to make you level up with your business. You need to find a success partner. And listen, guys, I did not have a success partner for like 5 years because I was like, I don't do that, you know? I just don't do that. Mistake. Big mistake. So please, you want to go with people who are here and above you, not your new coaches, not them. Okay. You got to surround yourself with people who are going to push you. All right. Your storefront is your social media. Empower, educate, entertain. If your post does not do one of those 3 things, don't post it. Do not post for the sake of posting. I'd rather you skip a day than to have something up there that really doesn't provide one of these values. You know, your social media should not be a hot mess. You need to have a filter. You need to have some bright photos with, light on your face. I live in a small townhouse in Florida, but I switch it up. I get my ass outside. I go in the kitchen. I'm here. I'm there. It's tiny. But you got to switch it up so it's not the same pose every time in the same location. I mean, people will think you live in a hovel. Like, no. Like, move around, okay? Put your family in it. Put your dogs in it. Switch up the background. Get outside. Show that you're a human and you're not a Beachbody Robobot, right? You do more than work out and drink a shake. What do you like to do? Do you like fashion? Do you like, Jenna, one of her claims to fame is like she gets like weird nails done, like funky nails. Mine, obviously golf, like that. But if you go to my page, it's very cohesive. I have a ring light because otherwise I'm like in a dungeon, right? Show your face, smile. Some people love to have like, oh, this is a sad post. I should put a sad face with the photo. No, ain't nobody going on social media to see you sad. No, save that for your stories, like so you can show you're raw and real. On your aesthetic, if I went on there, I'd be like, oh gosh, homegirl's sad, like in 3 out of 9 of these photos. Why would I want to follow that? Why would that empower me? Why would that make me entertained? No. Even if it's a sad post, be smiling. If you have a ring light, this is a little trick. Now, I have eyes like a pigeon. So I have like my own internal ring light. But I swear to you, people love the photos of yourself like up face with a ring light and like that extra ring. Listen, I'm just saying, that's what I've heard. It's what I've heard, but if you can get people to look into your eyes, they feel like they're looking into your soul. Free content. Every single time someone says, no, I'm not interested, give them something free. Oh, no problem. I'll loop around when time's better for you. By the way, I heard this podcast this week. Just wanted to see if you check it out. Maybe it'll inspire you like it's inspired me. Did you have to come up with something any crazy? Did you have to go on Canva and like create some crazy ass barbecues and cocktails, PDF? No. If you have that stuff, by the way, from like Mompreneur, pass that shit along too. Like you have it. So always provide them something, because that way when you go back to invite them next time, they're like, oh, she gave me a podcast. Oh, she gave me this. Oh, she gave me that. I don't run free groups. Why? Because it's just not my thing. But it doesn't mean I don't give out free content. I give out free content all the time. That translates better for me personally. If groups are your jam, because I know you guys are doing your free groups, you're like, oh my God, why is she signing? No, if that's your jam, then do that. But you got to provide free value to these people. Okay? Take your pain, turn it into purpose. I do not want to hear about it on social media till you've already been through it and you can tell me how to get through it too. Don't want to hear it. Does that mean you don't show up on social media? No, false. I've shown up on social media through everything. My dad having cancer, my father-in-law passing away this year. I show up no matter what. My most successful coach, my elite coach, she's shown up with her mom dying, her father, like everything. right? But she also teaches people how to get through it and make people laugh. Take your TikTok, if you're maybe like you don't have a ton of views on TikTok, take it and put it on your IG stories. That's been like my new thing. If if you love following like accounts like White Girl Says or like Betches or something, that's like one of my claim to fame. I always put up those ridiculous memes from them. That's what people know me for. I have a very weird, dry sense of humor. So do that. If you do these 3 things, people will be inspired by you and they want to work with you. And you will figure out who are your people and who are you not. Your avatar does not have to look like you. They just have to be like you in here. Let me say that again for the people in the back. They do not have to look like you. They have to be like you in here and in here. Super important. You're your best coach. Count on no one but yourself. This girl right here, my best friend. I was actually her coach. I was her D1 coach for 4 years. Just like my sister. She was in my wedding. I was in hers. Okay? But I don't have expectations for her. I can only mentor her as best as I can. I give her all the tools. I give her all the resources, but it's up to her. Her goals are never going to match mine. Why? Because she's Jenna. I'm Maren. Your goal is to find someone that has bigger dreams than you. Do not get intimidated when you have a 4-time elite coach. Take that shit, lock it up, and just start building on the other side. Don't let your ego get in the way. It's not worth it. For a while, it got in the way with us. There was about a good year we didn't really talk. Now, it's like nothing happened. We were like this when I recruited her and took care of her for a year and mentored her and all the things. And when she went off on her own, I let my ego get in the way. And now we're back and better than ever. But don't make the same mistake. They want to walk, you walk with them. They want to run, you run with them. But if they want to outrun you, go ahead. I'm here for you. And that's the thing. I don't teach her how to run a freaking challenge group. She knows how to do that with her eyes closed. I don't teach her, this is how you run a sneak peek. No. But you know where she leans on me? Mentorship. All the time. All the time. All right, hey, I'm dealing with one of my diamond coaches, like blah, blah, blah. What do I do? She leans on me for that. You're always going to have a purpose, but let them go and do their own thing. And always remember, it's a revolving door. You have to keep bringing people in and bring in new blood and bring the excitement and get your family involved, because that's super important for you to have control. I'm a control freak. I like to have control. That's how my business has been sustainable too. Because I know what I have and I know how to grow it. I hit Premier because I figured it out. I kept adding people. I hit bigger Success Club numbers. I figured out how to get those numbers. I didn't rely on what I had. I went and got more. And this is what I write in my notebook every single day. God's greatest gift to me was my potential. My greatest gift to him was to develop it. And it's true. That's what you're here for. So, hope that was helpful. Sorry that was long, but I was a little toddy to the party too.
That was amazing. I've got like a full page of notes. Okay, so if y'all have questions, will you drop them in the chat for her? I did want to ask you, maybe I live under a rock, but what is the Ditto app? Can you explain that to me and explain what?
Oh, this is going to change your life.
I hope so.
Okay. Y'all need to go and spend your 99 cents and get this app.
Okay, deal.
Okay, so it's a purple app. Says Ditto. I can break it up into categories. So I have an invite column. I have, once they have more, they say that they want more info. I have a series that goes through, and basically what it is when you go into text people, it comes up like a keyboard. Oh, sorry, that's really awkward. It's not happening. Okay, there we go. I was hitting the wrong button. It'll come in here, Ditto. Listen, if you have said the same thing 3 times, you need to copy and paste that shit. But when you have Ditto, It's all in here. So when I invite you, I have an invite column that will say, hey, you know, blah, 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 whatever I say, right? Then would it be cool? Remember, would it be cool? Would it be okay if I sent you some details? When they say yes, boom. Remember I told you, all right, woo, woo. What's your email? I'll send you over the deets. They send me their email. The next one, it goes in a line. Like literally every single conversation I have with a person I'm inviting is the same exact thing. I don't reinvent the wheel. I don't sit here and say, oh, what should I say to Brenda? What should I say to Tabitha? No, I asked you the same freaking questions. But what I do, and this is a secret. So listen, I'm only telling you because Rachel's my friend. So when I ask you a question, I kind of trick you into telling me more. So if I say to you, I'll say, what will I say? I'll say like, all right, in the meantime, because I have their email, so I own them now. So I can do whatever the hell I want. Control the conversation, right? You control the conversation. Don't let them control it. You're in charge, right? So I have their email. So I got really what I wanted. That was really what I wanted. Now the sale is like the cherry on top, okay? Because I'm going into it knowing like I may or may not get this girl to join me. It may not be her time, like, but I got what I needed because I'm going to convert her. It's just when, right? So just kind of know that. So then I'll say, all right, in the meantime, do you mind if I just ask you a couple of questions so I can help figure out the best package for you? Now let's be real. We got all the same freaking packages, but I'm making homegirl feel like, oh, it's tailored to me, right? It's all the same shit. So I will then say, what is one of your biggest struggles right now? And then because it's my personality, I'll joke and be like, besides being locked up in quarantine with your husband who drives you nuts, right? Like whatever, right? That's just me. So then you get these people who are like, consistency. Well, shit, what the hell are you supposed to do with that? Right? And that's what you do. You sit here and I'm like, well, I know the community, and you know the community would help her. You know all the things because it's the truth. But how do you answer that? It's very easy. Consistency question mark? How so? They word vomit. They tell you everything that is wrong with their lives. They go on and on and on. But what do? You note it, right? Because that's how you're going to form your emails. So it's like tailored to them, right? And then you say, in your head, you're like, okay, right? And then the next one, what are you trying, what's one of your, is there anything specific that you're trying to work on right now? Now that's kind of a vague question. So what do? I lead them where I want them to go. So I'll say like, for example, nutrition question mark. Why? Because I know that's one of our 3 pillars. Your 3 pillars: community, wellness, okay, fitness, right? And nutrition. So you're going to lead them in the conversation where you want them to go. So say you say nutrition question mark, same shit. They say, yeah, okay, nutrition, tell me more about that. Do you notice I'm repeating their words back to them too? I'm just taking whatever they say, just like I do for my answer. I am very into what I write on my stories and my voice, but you have to be careful when you're doing your IG stories, use someone else's voice, right? Because that makes it more relatable and they know you're not trying to spin it. Same thing when you're in these DMs, you have to take their own words and not put your own feelings on it because this is about them. It's not about you, it's about them. So then I'll say like, what kind of workouts do you like to do typically? Like, for example, what ones do you like to do or not do? And then I go, like, I don't like to run. If I'm running, it's from a dinosaur. You know what I mean? And so they laugh, haha, you're so funny, Maren. And then they're like, oh, I love kickboxing and yoga. And then you're like, yep, check. We have all those things. Like, no matter what they say, unless they're like, oh, I love to rock climb, we have it. Like, so, and we're probably going to come up with that in January 2021. Who the hell knows? But we have whatever it is they need, right? Okay. So now you're making them like spill their guts to you, which is what you need, because you're also learning what this challenger is going to be like. And it's kind of prepping you for, all right, where do I really need to support this person? So I'm teasing you that this is a method I use. It is. It's basically hostage negotiation that I'm doing. No, I'm dead serious. Like, this is where I learned this shit from, okay? Like, I told you, I'm nutty. But I have to figure out as a coach, how can I best help this person and be the best coach for Lindsay, for Sarah, right? Because what Lindsay needs is different than what Sarah needs. So I need to know where I got to get them plugged in more. And then also, once I do get them signed up, because I will, but like, if homegirl tells me it's consistency, I know, like, say Lindsay said it's consistency, right? So Lindsay signs up with me. I know on my list of customers that Lindsay's someone I can't really leave alone for a couple of days, because she needs that, right? But if Sarah tells me it's nutrition, same kind of thing. I make sure whenever I see a recipe, boom, Sarah gets it. Hey, Sarah, did you plug into the Fixate? Hey, Sarah, did you see that post in the, well, did you see that post in blog groups? I don't know. I don't even know if I saw it either. But, like, I got to make sure, and you know what everyone needs, because that's how you're going to get them results. You get people results, they stick around. They stick around, they become coaches. And even if they don't become a coach, they're getting results, and then they start sending you referrals. I also make sure, like I told you, this is like another sidebar, Rachel mentioned about like Energize today. Guys, you got to do every single, like, sorry, not sorry. Some coaches will be like, do whatever program you want. No, if you're not on board with a launch, good luck running a business. Sorry, not sorry. Now listen, I am very grateful that we didn't get to try bar before it came out, because it would have been a tough sell for you, girl. In 6 years, it is the only damn program besides Country Heat that I have never completed. I got to week 6 and I said, tapping out. I'm good. I'm good. Okay? But I still promoted the shit out of it because I was excited about it because it was a launch. I got on board, but I was like, okay, 6 out of 8 weeks ain't bad. I'm pivoting. But if you're not on board with Muscle Burns Fat and you decide, you know what, on June 1st, I'm going to do 80-day obsession. What? Why would you do that? You're going to miss the entire launch. Why would you do that? No. Listen, you got to do it. You got to do it. I don't care if you don't like salted caramel, anything. Buy yourself one damn box. Why? Because you need to be able to tell people what it tastes like. And the way I see it and the way I run my business, like I bought 2 of the Energize. I bought the sticks and I bought the tub. I will personally use the tub. And if I don't like it, but it might be someone else's jam, that's what's going out to my samples to people. Do you know what I mean? And I made sure that we capitalized off of it. We're running a raffle right now where we have taste testers and we have glow getters. So the glow getters are eligible for, so that means they have to purchase Energize and collagen, and there will be one winner who wins a $150 Nike gift card. I have taste testers who are only Energized. They get whoever wins that gets a $50 Amazon gift card. I split it up with my coaches, right? So I'm not just dropping all of it, even though I probably will end up paying for more of it because the volume all goes to me, but that's neither here nor there. But I do that because I want people excited about it. And I want my team excited about a launch. So I need you to be super, super, oh God, I didn't even touch UV2. Don't get me started. Sorry, that was one. I don't even know what that program be about. I mean, I saw a couple and I was like, but those aren't my people. Those, right? So I really recommend you guys get really on board with launches. I recommend that you just make sure when you're inviting these people, you figure out what they need, okay? And if you can sell to them in the DM, do it. Your form, so here's the thing. Some people tell you, oh, I have my people fill out a form to tell me what their goals are. Let me ask you something. If someone asked you to fill out a form to tell you what their goals are, and then asked you to fill out another form to fill out your challenge pack, would you do it? No. As the coach, which form do you want them to fill out? Oh, yeah, the pre-order form. So you can send their ass a damn share cart. Like, hello? And so make sure when you're asking these questions, and then, you know, and don't make it overwhelming. It's like 2 or 3 questions, right? Nutrition, get them to talk about fitness, and like what they're struggling with. Don't overcomplicate it. Those are your 3 things. This is my last tip for you. This is going to change. This, just, you know, all this shit is going to change your life. Seems like, sounds like, looks like. Those 3 words, getting to like, are very important. Seems like this is the perfect program for you. Why is that important? Because it's an opinion. It's not a fact. As soon as you make it a fact, they get scared and they get backed into the corner. And then you have something to go off of by being like, well, it looks like this group checks all the boxes for what you need. That's a lot different than me saying to you, oh my God, this group would be a perfect fit for you. They're both opinion, but doesn't that second one sound like I'm self-serving? Sounds stronger, right? The other one's softer. And I'm allowing them to make the decision that the group's perfect for them. I'm not telling them that because it just seems like it. It looks like, and it sounds like. Very, very important. And you just got to do your due diligence to follow up like a mofo. I have a bunch of share cards out right now. Like, hello. And I'm the person that goes in with the gifts and I like wave. You know, the Tom Hanks one? Like I wave, you know, like I'm like, hi. That's my personality. But you just say to people, listen, like I told you before, I put my phone down all the time. So I will voice message people that, guys, voice messaging and video messaging, if you're not doing it, I promise you your conversion rate will go through the roof. Through the roof. Oh, I see you, Jordan. You gave me that look like, ooh, girl. Yeah, you got to do it. I see you. So and do it with follow-ups, especially because that's like the icky one that you're afraid of. Listen, we all have the same demons. I know. I'm not saying it because like, oh, what was you? Like, no, I have the same one. So I was sitting at my table with my husband. I was like, oh, what do I say to this girl? And he's looking at me like, really? You've been doing this shit how long? You don't know, because you get in your head. And why? You need the Ditto app and you need freaking systems so you don't overthink what you're saying. You say the same thing to every single person. Hey, don't want to be a pest, but I didn't want you to think I forgot about you either. Are you near a computer so we can do your sign up? Hey, we're starting on Monday. I want to get you plugged in before this weekend so you don't feel like you're like rushing. I swear to you, it's so much easier. This is the only thing that's preventing you from being successful. Because if I was struggling right now and I handed my phone to Kayla, Kayla would be like, oh, here you go, sold. Why? Because she didn't have to think about it. And she has no emotion connected to it. She doesn't really give a shit if I make the sale or not. So take the emotion out. Go into it, not expecting that they say no, but just go into it knowing like I have something great to offer. And if they don't do it, that's on them. Sucks to be them. Because they're going to keep being what they're being. And they're going to keep being unhealthy and being unhappy and all the things. So you got to take the emotion out of the result. Keep the emotion in and protecting these people and working on them and making them feel good. But other than that, like, just have no expectations. And I promise you, it'll be much more freeing.
Agreed. I want to circle back to what she said at the very beginning. So it was like one of her first sentences for this call, and it was just a huge reminder of how we can easily settle into our current level of business and get so comfortable that we never break free of those restrictions that we have set upon ourselves about leadership, about success, about what we're capable of. And she said, where you're at becomes your new normal. So if your normal right now is emerald, that's where you get comfortable at. That's where you stay at. If your normal right now is 1 star, that's where you get comfortable at. That's where you stay at. And so I really want to challenge you. She dropped so much power tonight. Like, it was so good. You don't see the behind the scenes, but my leader chat is like blowing up. Like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. But truly, she just dropped a ton of truth bombs. I'm going to post this. I want you to go back and listen to it and take pieces that you want to apply, because like she said, you're going to get off the call tonight and you're going to be so like, I want to do all the things. And then you just shut down and you go to bed. So I want you to literally write out what your next action step, the one thing that you're going to do after this call. Then that's where you start. I already have mine. I already know what it is. And it will change your business if you apply that. So don't get comfortable with what your normal is right now. We're going to use this energy and this power to make this week an amazing one. So Maren, I hope that I do your call tomorrow night justice.
You will.
I'm excited. Thank you for your time and your energy
problem.
and your joy. You're amazing. So seriously, appreciate it, guys. I'll post a recording.
You're welcome.
And
bye, guys. Go kick butt.
Thank you.
Not here to be average. Remember that.
That's right.
Bye.